it's Ro. Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Nummies. Today we have a very special guest, astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Hello, thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for being here.
My first time.
Yes, and I am so excited.
And I love to bake, by the way. I'm a baker.
Well, we got our bacon hats on. That's right. And I know that the both of us enjoy Star Trek.
Indeed.
My favorite series is Star Trek Voyager.
I'm old school though, because I'm old enough. Like I remember the first series when it came out, and so I'm a like Star Trek first generation.
First generation.
Captain
right
Kirk
on.
and Spock and the whole crew.
All right, so today we are going to be making a Star Trek cake from season 6, episode 6, a cake made by Tuvok. We are going to be making a pistachio cake. Are you ready?
I saw that episode.
You did?
But you made it sound like the whole episode was him making the cake. That was like 5 minutes in the episode.
That's true. He became a pastry chef for the episode because he
Because
went
he
out
lost
on the
his
flyer
mind.
and he lost his mind.
He lost his mind.
So apparently if you get hit by an alien weapon and you lose your mind, you become a pastry chef.
That's right.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay,
Let's get started.
The things you will need will be 6 egg whites, 2 cups of flour, 1.5 cup of regular sugar, 1 little box of pistachio pudding mix, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and you will also need...
Not only that, we need 1.5 sticks of butter. We'll also need 3/4 of a cup of milk, 2%. Not only that, we've got a hand mixer here. You know, in my day, we had to actually do it by hand. Now you just plug it in and push the button, I'm just saying.
We got it easy.
You have it easy.
Yeah.
Also, 2 bowls. That would be 2 mixing bowls. Love these no skid bottoms.
Yeah.
And an 8 by 1 inch tray.
Now let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is prep our pans. So you're gonna take a little bit of butter.
That's a lot of butter.
Yeah, it kind of is a lot of butter. And just grease all the corners.
Do you know, my sister, when I was growing up, used to almost eat butter. Like
Really?
the stick of butter would be there, she'd rub her finger on it, and we see these finger marks in it. And her nickname was Stick of Butter.
Now we're gonna take a piece of parchment paper. I've cut them out into circles to fit the bottom of the pan, and you're just gonna press them down so that your cake really won't stick to the bottom of the pan. This recipe is a little bit sticky, so they're harder to pop out of the tray.
Don't ever want to be in a sticky situation.
Now, in a big mixing bowl, we are gonna mix together our butter and sugar. And here, Neil, I'm gonna let you do
That's
the
why
mixing.
you have me on the show.
Yeah.
To use your power tools.
Yeah, pretty much. So thanks for coming.
All right.
Okay,
Dump it in.
Yep, plop them
Is
in
the
there.
butter kind of soft?
Yeah, butter is room temperature. That's a good point. You don't want it to be cold from the fridge. I let it sit out for a while so it's room temperature.
Otherwise,
it's a
you'll
little
break this
softer.
thing. Right? The butter gets in there and it can't turn, and then it smokes and fire. You don't
And
want
then
that.
we gotta go.
That's right.
There we go. Just mix
That
it
looks
together
pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
so it's well combined. Neil knows what he's doing. Look
I
at
got
that.
this. I got this.
Run on.
Captain, we need more power.
If you need more power, you crank it up. It's got 5 levels. I can't believe you're an astrophysicist. That's so smart.
Well, it's just the universe. That's all.
That's amazing. In high school, did you have a favorite class?
I like math.
Math?
Yeah, I
Me
like
too.
math. If you want to speak to Chinese people in China, you learn Chinese. You want to speak to Spanish people in Spain, you learn Spanish. You want to speak to the universe, you learn mathematics. That is the language of
like
the
this.
universe.
I like
Saying.
that.
I also taught a seminar on black holes in my junior year.
Amazing.
No one else in the world knows that. You're the first person I've ever taught
Oh
that
my
to.
gosh,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
cool.
So next, now that our butter and sugar are well mixed, we're gonna now add the dry ingredients and whisk them together. So we've got a package of Jell-O pistachio pudding mix. So why don't you open that while I
Okay.
dump this in. Then we have 2 cups of unbleached flour. There we go. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
All right, this is ready now.
You
And
got it?
it's got pistachio nuts inside of it, even chopped up.
I see that smells like pistachio too. It ought to. That's what it's it's what we're making. If it smelled like bananas, would there be a problem? Okay, so dump that in. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now I take the whisk and I whisk it away.
Let's get it.
That's the same word, to whisk something away
Whisk.
or use a whisk.
You're a big whisk taker.
Oh!
For For the wet ingredients, we are going to whisk together in a big bowl 6 egg whites. Remember, we just want the egg whites, our vanilla extract, and our milk. So, are you ready to crack some eggs?
I can crack some eggs and...
Okay, I'm going to crack them. Oh, you do it on the side.
Well, because it's thinner here on the lip of the bowl, and that can make a sharper cut into the egg. You have a broad ridge here, so now you're smashing it with a broad ridge. That's why I did it.
I'm learning stuff from an astrophysicist right now, you guys. This is amazing. Now we're gonna add the vanilla and milk. Here you go, Neil. Now I'll add the milk.
This is actually vanilla extract, because vanilla itself is a flower. In fact, it's an orchid.
And it smells delicious. All right, and now we're gonna whisk it together.
Now this looks really gross.
Yeah, it does. Look at how it's separated.
Yeah. So let's not look, and we'll mix it. And there we go.
Before we mix this, I wanted to ask you about your shirt. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, up here. Occupy Mars. I'm trying to get people thinking forward.
I like this.
Thinking in the future.
I want to be there.
You want to go to Mars?
Yeah.
Do you want enough money to come back, or you want to go there and stay? Some people want to go and stay. I'm thinking,
Oh,
no,
this is
no.
hard to think about
It's
now.
not like the Pilgrims where they came across the ocean and they landed in the United States. They could at least breathe the air, right? If you go to Mars, there's no, you can't breathe the air.
So when do you think a person will be on Mars?
I don't know. You know, if you went back into the 60s, people would say, we'll be on Mars by the 80s. They go to the 80s, we'll be on Mars by 2000. And we're like, the more time goes on, the farther away Mars
That's
becomes.
true.
So it's still good to dream.
Yeah.
Maybe the 2030s. Maybe.
This part is the easy part. It's the last step. We are going to alternate adding our wet ingredients and dry ingredients into our butter mixture. So, and we're going to be mixing the whole time. So, Neil, you ready to mix?
I'm ready. Oh, so
Okay.
again, I'm your official
Yep, the mixer.
mixer,
Mix it up.
power tools person.
Yep. Okay, so you get mixing.
Half of dry.
Half of dry first.
There
That's
you go.
about half. That's
This
good.
probably look like
Shake it
2/3.
around. There you
Okay,
go.
okay.
Mix that up.
Come on. Give me
Great.
some half wet.
All right, here we go.
That's good. Good.
Just
Nice.
eyeball it, mix it together, and you're gonna want to scrape the sides, get all the little extras.
Some more dry.
It's starting to turn green. All right, last
right.
of the wet ingredients.
All
Ready
right,
for
good.
my favorite part?
What's your favorite part?
Ejecting.
Oh, I love ejecting.
Okay.
I was gonna try to see if I
yeah,
can
you
reach
should
the
try
sink.
it. Okay, try it.
Now,
Okay.
to launch something the farthest,
Okay.
okay, you want to do it at a 45-degree angle.
A 45-degree angle.
If it's higher than that, it'll go high and then go short. If it's lower, it'll fall before it goes. So 45-degree angle.
45-degree angle.
Okay, ready?
This is great.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Put this
I
one
think
over here.
that one, he's just.
Let's try that one.
Let's try that one.
Ah!
Oh.
So we have the green batter, looking very alien, because everyone knows aliens are green.
They
Everyone
are.
knows
They're
this.
green.
Okay. Did you know that E.T. was a plant, not an animal?
E.T.'s a plant.
E.T. is a plant. Did you ever wonder why he had such good relationship with plants? He came near plants and he brought them back to life. He's actually plant matter, not animal matter. Now, they don't say that in the movie, but you know how I know? I spoke to Steven Spielberg. And he said that's how he conceived him.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That is so cool.
E.T. is vegetable. So, we have 3 layers. It's a 3-layer cake.
Yep.
We have this amount of batter.
Yep.
We put in 1/3 in each third. 3 times 1/3 equals 1. So here we go.
And just eyeball it. Do it to the best you can.
So while we're splitting this into 3 parts, another little factoid
Yes.
about E.T. E.T. appeared in Star Wars Episode 1. I think it was in one of the creatures in the Senate. And they identified what his species name is. And it's Spielberg, spelled backwards.
Spielberg.
Grab.
Now that our cakes are ready to bake, you're going to heat your oven to 350 and we're going to bake them for 30 minutes.
350 degrees Fahrenheit. Time to make decorations for the cake. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be a cake.
Yeah, it'd be boring.
Yeah. So there's a concoction in here.
We've got some melted chocolate. This is milk chocolate, but you can use dark chocolate or whatever kind that you'd like. And I put it in a plastic bag with a number 3 tip at the end so we'd have a little bit more control. And then I drew 2 designs over here and I will scan these so that if you would like to, you can download them and use them as a guideline as well. But I just sketched little designs that look just like the cake from the show. All right, and I put a piece of wax paper on
So these are
top.
not completely random.
No, not completely
You studied
random.
the cake in frame captures of the show and
did.
duplicated it here.
I did take screen
It doesn't
caps.
get nerdier than that.
Thank you. All right, so now you're gonna take your chocolate and you're just gonna copy the little shapes on top of the piece of wax paper. Don't need to be perfect, just do your best. Once you've drawn all your little designs, we're gonna put these in the freezer for 10 minutes to chill. While our decorations are chilling, we are gonna assemble our cake. Once your cake comes out of the oven, make sure it's had plenty of time to cool, and broop, just put down the frosting on our first layer.
This smells good. What's it made of?
This is vanilla cream frosting. In the episode, it's called para-cream frosting, but I didn't know what that was because that's Star Trek lingo and that doesn't exist. So we're gonna have to settle for vanilla cream frosting.
Does not exist on Earth.
On Earth. True that. You're gonna put cake, frosting, cake, frosting, cake.
Nice frosting job.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
Our chocolate designs have chilled in the fridge and now we're just gonna stick them all the way around the cake any way you'd like. Now we've got all of our chocolate decorations on the cake. You wanna give it a spin? It's on a turntable. And then over here, I've got some vanilla buttercream frosting that I've dyed red, and I'm using a number 10 tip to draw the cloaking frequency design on the top that Tuvok drew. Down.
That comes to the middle. Yeah, you're good. Come up.
Come up.
Okay, stop.
Oh.
Put a little segment after that. Do a little boop.
Boop. Ta-da!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pets and whatever other species are watching the show. This is the cloaking frequency from season 6, episode 6 of Star Trek Voyager. It is this frequency which, when used in the vicinity of the space through which their vessel was traveling, they could uncloak the enemy alien vessels. Snap.
It's like the Harry Potter invisibility cloak, but in space. All right, thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and thank you, Neil, for being here.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
This was amazing. Seriously, made my year. This is so cool.
Do I get to eat this?
Yeah, we can cut a slice right after this.
Because but there'll be no evidence of it.
Oh, we can cut a slice right
No,
now
that's
if
fine.
you
It's
like.
too beautiful. It's too beautiful.
Okay.
Plus, you never know if aliens are parked outside of the Earth right now. And you need to invoke this frequency in order to find out where they
And
are.
we'll be like, look, guys, this will save the day.
Give this to the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Yes.
We top secret. And Neil, are there any specific links that you would like me to put? Like,
I got some links. I tweet at Neil Tyson, Neiltyson. And my tweets, they're just brain droppings. There's just stuff that falls out of my head. What am I going to do with this? Let me tweet it.
Cool.
That's what my tweets are. And a Facebook page is pretty easy to find. And I have a radio show, and it's going to, it's just Jump Species, and it's going to appear on television.
Cool.
The National Geographic Channel. Check it out.
Right
Called
on.
Star Talk.
I love it. I love it. Okay, cool. All right, I will be posting lots of pictures of our baking creation today on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. And if you guys bake this cake, please send us photos, tweet them to the both of us. We would love to see your baking creations. And I will be putting all of Neil's links down below, so go check him out. He's a busy astrophysicist. He's got a lot going on, and he's doing really cool stuff, so go check it out. Thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye. Live long
And prosper.